So this is my Tally screen. Okay, so here my company is Open Software at Work India Private Limited. On the gateway of Tally itself, you can find one utility called banking. Okay, so banking is a separate utility which Tally Prime has provided. So how to work in a Tally utility that we are going to see today. So first of all, we will start with the creation itself. So if you go in a create, if you go in a ledger, okay, we can create a ledger. Here I'll just show you. I'll go to the alter first ledger, and here I've created the bank, that is HDFC Bank. As you can see on the screen, I have created bank HDFC Bank. Here we have the bank accounts. Okay. Under that we have the OCC and OD accounts also. Okay. So if we have any OD account or OCC account, we can set up with this. Okay. You can see OD account will be under loans and liability. And if you have OCC account, that will be also under loans and liability. So if we have any OD account or OCC account, that will that things you will be getting under the OD and OCC. Separate bank accounts, if you have the bank account, it will come under the current assets. So as per your requirement, if you have OCC or the OD account, maintain under the loans and liability instead of giving the grouping of the banks. So many time what happens, people give the bank accounts as the grouping to the OD and OCC accounts. There is no need. So separate groups we have, OCC and OD, so that you can manage your accounts as per your requirement. So if we have any overdraft account or any OCC account, we can set it for it and we can go ahead. So here first of all we'll cover the bank accounts. Okay, then we come to know the bank account details. Without going to further, we have the F12 configuration option here. Okay, and under with after pressing yes to show more configuration and show all configuration, we got few options here. Okay, so as you can see the few options, like provide alias name ledger, whatever option do you need in this masters, you can enable that enable that thing. Okay, so here you can see provide effective bank date or anything you that we are going to cover. Okay, set bank ledger as notional bank ledger. Okay, for the post dated voucher, if we have what how to use this option, that also we are going to cover. Okay, so I'll just enter and accept this thing. Now IFSC code, it will ask you the IFSC code. You can mention the bank's IFS code and the SWIFT code. If we have this detail, you can maintain this detail here. Then we have the bank name. So here by default a list of the bank Tally provided. So from here you can select the list of the bank. Now my bank is HDFC Bank, so under from that bank I can select the bank name as HDFC Bank. Here it is asking me for the branch, so I'll just put my branch, and here I can mention my BSR code. So as per your requirement, you can put your BSR code. So all the banking details you'll be getting under the bank account details. Now, very important thing, we are we are coming to it. That is first under the banking configuration, we got the first option, that is set alter range for checkbooks. So what is the use of that? Suppose we have this check number to this check number range. Okay, so we have the 50 leaves, and these leaves are handling by Ram. So Ram is the person who is handling this checkbook. Then we have the another checkbook of the 50 leaves who is handled by Sham. Okay, so whenever these people give the check, definitely you will come to know who is handling that check. It's very important to know that who is handling that check leaves. Suppose there are five people who are handling different checkbooks. Okay, four different people in a banking handling that. So we'll come to know what is the responsibility, who is the key responsible person for giving the check, the particular checkbook. So here is the trick, or here's a method. You can mention his name in front of this. So whenever you'll check the check register, so that register also we have, we'll come to know this check is given by or prepared by the Ram, or this check is given and prepared by the Sham. Okay, so this is how the first configuration of the check management we have. So this is how we can we can give the range for the checkbooks from the configuration. So once I press enter, the second option we have enable check printing. So I have mentioned yes to the enable check printing, and once I mention yes to the check printing, so once I give the payment details check, I'm going to print from my printer, and the automatic for automatic check printing on the page, we have to set some criteria or the pre-allocated or pre-given checkbooks. So you can say here we have an option. If we click on set alter check printing configuration, if I click on yes, we have few formats of the checks. So as you can see on the screen, the first CTS 5, CTS 4, CTS 3. So these are the formats. Okay. So suppose this CTS format is matching with my checkbook. Okay, so this is the CTS format which is matching to my format. If not, here one more user defined option is there. Okay, so we can give our width, height, check, cross check from the left what is the height, width, and everything that we can give. It's up to us. But if we think that CTS format is okay, we can enter. Suppose instead of 204, width of the check you found that it's a 206, so you can change it out to 206. Okay, so we have the things we can change it, check it out, and we can change. Okay, so we have the left edge how much, right edge how much. We can give the date style. This is DDMMYYYY. So it's the date style. Also we can give separator using the dates. What will separate the date? If you need, you can give this strict mark, or if you want, if you can give the dash mark also, or if you want, you can keep it as blank. It's up to you. Okay, you can give a separator. Okay, separator width, you can mention how much width you need for separator, that you can mention if you have that separate. And the distance between character you can also mention. So we'll come to know what is the distance between the characters. So this is how we can set all the things. Okay, we can do all the configuration by our own. If you need currency to be printed on the currency printed symbol, you can mention it yes. Now it's very important, I'm going ahead. So the company name is Software at Work Private Limited. So here print company name on check. If it is already pre-printed, then my option, this option will be no. If it is not printed, I can make it a yes. Okay, so signing authority name. So you can mention the signing authority name here. Okay, so here Raj M I have mentioned as a signing authority name. So here you can mention his name. If any second signing authority you have, you can also mention this name. Okay, distance from top, how much you need. Start location from left edge. Signature area, width of signature area, what will be the signature area. So this is as per the predefined things. You did not need not to change, but in case if you find during the test and trial, if you find that it's getting too big or too small, you can adjust as per your requirement. So just enter. Okay, and go for preview. So now you can see it is a preview. It will come like this: account payee, pays name, the amount and all. And you can see the rupees mark has come. If it is pre-printed, then it's okay. Then otherwise you can print a rupees mark, and for Software Work Private Limited and the printing authority name. Okay, so you can hide or you can enable the things as per your requirement for check printing. So this is the easy method of the check printing we ever have. If we are doing the auto reconciliation, if we need any auto reconciliation, here we have the option of auto reconciliation. And here I can, if your Excel is set and it is supporting for the auto reconciliation, auto bank reconciliation, so you can set your path for bank statement and you can import that Excel, whatever Excel you have downloaded from the bank's portal. Okay, you can download that Excel and you can import that Excel into the Tally, so that whatever checks are there, and as per the checks and as per the date, your reco will get happen. So it will cross verify the check number and the date and the amount, and with that your reco will get done. So sorry, with the help of check number and the amount, your reco will get done. So this option we will also see in a next option, few options whenever we see. Right now I'll just move ahead and enable payments. This is the last option we will see. This option, this is for digital payments what we make from the bank portals. So this is for that. And so this is the basic thing we have done is we have set the checkbook range as well as the check printing we have enabled, and these few options we are going to see later on. So I'll just enter and accept this one. You can also mention the bank's GSTN number in case bank deducts your bank charges and bank charges with the CGST, HGST or any IGST thing. So you can take a ITC for that also. So this is very important. You can mention bank's GSTN number over here. So this is how I'll just accept this thing. So here I have accepted the HDFC Bank. Okay, so before going to banking utility, we will we will pass few entries and we will see the effect. So first of all, I'll first go to the voucher entry, and under the voucher, I will select the receipt. Okay, under the receipt, I'll just select the date. So I'll select the date, and here I will select the account. So I'm receiving in the HDFC Bank. Okay, so I will just mention a party here. So Abacus Private Limited is my party. He is sundry debtors. Okay, so this is my party. I'm collecting money from him. So here, once I enter here, here few options comes to me. That is whether it's advances you are taking, whether it's against any bill, whether it's new reference, okay, that you don't know, or it's on account that you don't know, okay, against which bill you have taken that money. So basically I'm taking it against reference. So against bill number 1 I'm taking this money. So rupees 50,000 I'm taking from him against bill number 1. Okay, so against that bill I have collected this receipt of rupees 50,000. once i enter once I enter, so here this window will come. Okay, so here it is asking me the check DD and all the details. If you give a space bar, you can mention the method in which you have received the money. You can mention the method in which you have received the money. So see, that much kind of methods we have. Either we have received on the ECS, e-transfer, electronic check and all. Okay, if we have the other method also, we can mention other method also. So if we received by e-fund transfer, you can see automatically transfer mode has come as a NEFT. Okay, if it is a higher amount, it would have come as a RTGS. Okay, that also you can cross verify. So e-fund transfer, if I select, I will select this 50,000. If you have any instrument number or UTR number, you can mention your UTR number and all the details. Is what is the instrument date? What is the bank name? So here you can mention the other person's bank name. So suppose he has transferred from Abudya Bank. So I'll just select the Abudya Bank. Okay, and received from Abacus Private Limited. This is the NEFT, and what is the remark? So I can mention the remark of if I have any remark, I can mention that. But before accepting this screen, I want to show you we have the right hand side, we have the button of configuration. Here all options are on. If we need one more option, show branch name also, you can make it, and you can see here we have the option of branch name also. You can mention the branch name of this bank also, and any remark or anything you have, you can mention everything. Okay, you can put your narration and you can accept. Okay, so these I can say few functions I have shown you where you can mention the person's detail in which mode you have received the money. So mode of receiving money is very important. How you have received the money against the ETA. If it is received against the e-payments, what is the NEFT UTR numbers, and it's for your record. You can keep it for your record also. So now I'll just go for the payment again. So once I click on the payment, again I'll come here and here I will select the bank. And once I select the bank, here I will select the party Ishwar Enterprises. Okay, so as you can see, Ishwar Enterprises, sorry, I'll select the other one. Okay, so Ganeshan Private Limited I have. So he is my sundry creditors. I'm making payment to him. Okay, so I'll select the Ganeshan Private Limited. So against which bill, if I'm making the payment, advance payment, I can mention the advance payment, or I have this balance. I'll just change the date here. So I mentioned this against the reference. So against this bill, I am paying the amount. So this 60,000 rupees I am paying to this party. Okay, so I've just enter. So now you can see from HDFC Bank, I'm paying to Ganeshan Private Limited rupees 60,000. So I'll just enter. So now the game has started and now the check management has started. If we need to enable few options, we can click on the configuration button. But in a configuration, you can see I have already enabled all the things. I have already enabled all the things. You can enable the things as per your requirement. If it is not required, you can make it off or make it as no. Okay, so here reference id we have. First of all, you can make it as, if you are paying with a check, you can mention as a check. So what is your check range? So by default, if it is giving by the Ram, it is giving by the Sham. Who is giving the check? Suppose Ram is giving the check. Check number one is the instrument number, that's correct. Okay, it's using cross. Instrument date is the same, which on which I have passing the entry. Favoring name is Ganeshan Private Limited. If I have any remark or email ID, that I can mention. So if I have email ID or remark, I can mention that remark also. Okay, so and now I can enter and accept this transaction. So once I enter this transaction, automatically the printing screen will come. Okay, and now if you click on the preview, now you can see this is the check printing for me. So account P, so Ganeshan Private Limited, amount is 60,000. My name, my account, my signing authority name, everything has come on your on the screen. And this is how you can print the check and give it to the Ganeshan, give it to the bank to pay to the Ganeshan. Okay, here if you have the few configuration again, you can click on the configuration and you can click on show more, and as per your requirement you can make it happen. Okay, so this is the check printing option will come once you press enter and once you pass the entry.